Hello and welcome to part 2 of WICSO. We'll be starting down in India, where what we will see is the brown team making a landing and just exploring all of Sri Lanka. That's what we'll see. From there, what we'll see is the brown team will quickly land and just take it all over. And from there, they'll just expand a little further inwards in the tip of the peninsula. And they'll expand further upwards, just following up by the coast, exploring till we get to about here. They'll stop exploring along the coast and start exploring a bit further inwards into the peninsula, up here, made specifically in the tip. A bit further along the coast, along this mainland. And just some more in it. And what we'll see is them just expanding all the way, connecting all of this territory up into one big lengthy country. Back to blue. What we'll see is the blue country, they've finished consolidating all this land and they'll go right back along to expanding. Expand deep and explore deep into the Arabian Peninsula as they move up. From here, retrace where the brown team had left from, and to around here. And rather quickly, the blue team will expand into this land, taking as much over as they can. With the funds they have, yeah. Well, after being interesting today, yeah, till they look roughly like this. Yeah. Then we will go to let's just go to Anatolia, where we've just sort of have a joint mission between all of these different countries to the finish exploring the Anatolian peninsula, sorry. Just explore deep into it and around the Black Sea. Oh, not known as Black Sea, they probably don't think this is a sea. Yeah, but what we see happening is the pink team will south the voyage and just land in Crimea, just to explore it all. And this little bit of Russia and this bit of Ukraine. And so the pink team, sorry, not red, they'll come and set up a bit of a colony up here, I guess. A bit of a colony far away. I'll say that's enough of this area, because whilst all of this is happening, it will go all the way down over to Central America, where a new little journey is going to begin. what we'll see happening is, let's zoom out a little bit, is, well, during the first one, whilst originally all of the red team was going on, what we see it occurring is the second start of civilization occurring up here. And here we will have the spawn of the orange team. So rather quickly, so what we're seeing happening is the orange team will quickly explore to this other side of the Mexico. Yeah. And quickly expand up here, explore, sorry, to this sort of area. And quickly following the expansion. Because I am God and I say they have a massive boom. They're very highly populated and not enough space to do it with. So they stay like this. And this is how they're going to stay like. Until population bursts. Yeah. So a couple years after the original big boom of population, what we'll see is just another massive boom in population for unknown reasons. Well, more, I guess. Well, the government not really wanting to expand because of not much funds to go around. What we'll see is a group of merchants are willing to go on a little voyage to try find somewhere new to live with the massive population of whoever's willing to go. So what we see happening is a voyage will go from up here through here and make a landing in Cuba. Because they sort of knew Cuba exists because they could faintly see it from over here. I think you can anyway. But the merchants, they'll come make a landing, explore this sort of this area, making the the cyan team. I think that's cyan anyway. Yeah. What we see is with after this news of this land, it's been discovered, they know it exists. More people are willing to go, and so what they do is they sail around Cuba, mapping out all its area, and on this island, cover all of these ones, start into this area. And they just expand into all of this. So now the merchants, they run the place. Everyone just lives by whatever they say, with their rules and stuff. And they've fully conquered Cuba, and that's where they're just going to stay for a little bit, because I'm going to say their population starts to decrease. But seeing that, and the Aztecs, let's say, they see this and they're a little worried that the population's just willing to leave with no like national pride or anything. A little push, they'll just all go. So what we see is they start to explore again. Explore back up here, go up this way, this area, explore up around here. This, don't know if it's fertile land, but let's just say it is for the sake of it. Let's go around. Expand up in here and stuff. But well, they've expanded far too much. Their funds are nowhere near enough to like keep up this expansion, and this sort of thing is the Yucatan Peninsula. Obviously, is it just splitting off it declares its independence up to this river area. Because it's, well, can't be funded. They've more or less bankrupted themselves. And when the Yucatan people their independence, it just kicks off a chain reaction. We see, wrong, what am I doing? Sort of like civil war kicking off. So see around here, on different pockets of earthquakes. That's just white. I've done that then. Yeah, we'll see is a quick linking from across the sea up here. Just this front ball. They've not got the best military, but they were sort of expecting it and this sort of thing. So they have the military on standby, expecting it to be more in this northern area, not as much the southern area. Because I'll put capitals down in a minute. But we quickly see the top rebellion being wiped out, but the bottom being not the best controlled. So from there we see the Aztec army return south and start to try and just split the rebellion back in two and beat it all the way back out of the original non-breakaway territory. From now, this part is quickly defeated, and this one quickly surrenders after. So with that, they just run right back into the country. But this does remind Mexico of serious change, and that's what they're going to start doing, and just stop expanding. And we're going to sort of make a deal with the pink team, say that any population that wants to leave can just go there. But that's not what sort of happens. So that's sort of like whatever team colour that was, I don't know. But what their people do is, well, just leave and they just go down through Central America, large export till they come to this sort of like lake areas where they set up their shop. They explore all this area around here, and bingo, that's where it'll start. Right around here. Now let's add some capitals in. Just quickly. That is the wrong way. Quickly go over here. Let's grab the capital colour. So what we see is they put their capital right there where they like originally stopped. They're going to put this right there. It's alright for the middle of the Mediterranean. It's going right on the tip of it. There's we'll go right down south there. I think that's a good spread of it. Okay. Yeah, but I think this is enough for now of the Americas, and we'll pop back over here for a little bit to see these countries expanding a bit. Yeah. I saw the deal green made with red. They said they will give up some territory in here for them to also help fund the exploration of Anatolia. And what we see is the red team continue to go into Anatolia a little bit, as it sort of just does that. Also, we'll see this country making a big sort of like dash upwards, taking a lot of area, which probably won't work out in the long run. It's quickly it's cut off from the Black Sea as the pink team, seeing what the Anatolians are doing. Just want to cut them off from the sea. And so will the lime. They'll also expand up, taking a large portion of Anatolia, pushing up against these the Anatolians. Final thing that we'll probably see before I end the video, the bit more exploration into the Mesopotamian region, like this big expanding into the Mesopotamia region. Yeah, it might just be a big desert in this area, I'm not quite sure, but I'm not the best at the geography of our countries. That is not what I meant to do. See them expanding slightly down here. Exploring, not expanding. I always do this. I always say that. I never learn. Well done, me. See them expanding a decent far bit down there. Yeah. Quite a nice bit of area in here. Now, I know I said I'm going to end the video, but I've realised I've not done much for the actual Baranti. The peach team, they've not done anything, so I'll just quickly do that in a bit more for red, because they've only, it's not explored anyway recently. Also, pink's not really explored as much as realistically they would. So, driven by curiosity, that is not the right colour yet again. They'll just continue to, work down this river and split up. One group will split off down here, taking it down, linking up to here. The other will go down here. They'll just keep following down further, reaching here, and at some point they get down here and realise they're completely lost. So they just decide to randomly wander, reach to this sort of area, and follow it back out. I realise that's not joining, but say they go this way, and just, make it out to sea, and they're just gonna, stay there because they're completely lost, don't know what way to get back. And that will make us see a new country of a pastel red colour is what we'll see happening. Selb shop, pastel red. So they've explored a long way down the Nile, no wonder they got lost. Yeah, it's a lot from north to central. Yeah, central thingy to there. Yeah, as I said, the red team, I've actually done. Yeah. So we'll just see them exploring more into part of it, having, I'll colour this all in like that colour, but that doesn't mean they own it, they just more claims to it, they're only ones there. That's just what they have, as they claim territory for now. They've in the process of settling it, that's why it's going to be like there. This is more desert. I think might be, might not be. All the borders on, something like there. Yeah. A bit more fluid down here. Yeah, so we'll just feel them taking this big portion as it claims. What the red team will do is, well, they'll continue expanding down here around the big sort of thing, a bit further down into this. But they'll just go on a big mission, big exploration mission, reaching all the way to Tunisia, which they will just stay there for now. And yep, gonna try to take as much as they quite can. Understand that it's not the best colouring in right now. So it's a bit like that. Yeah, we just see them sort of not that. No, not quite what I was going for. Just sort of see them expand up there. And time for the Greeks. See what they do. So there's their sort of expansion up there. All you'll see is just try to go up, and they successfully go up and link up there. They're exploring just a little bit further into the Balkans. They also go up and along this sort of this. Oh, I forgot. Don't really know what it's called, but go up there and explore. They also cross the strait, no, probably, and make a landing in the boot of Italy. Speaking of Italy, what we also see is the red team sailing across, landing in Sicily, and that's where our explorers of both sides will meet. Understand that this is a continuing length of water that they it's a sea. They sort of start to theorize it's a sea, not the opening to the ocean. And promptly they will continue the great expansions to just expand and explore human curiosity. But yeah, big event in the board. Obviously, between these like major four powers, this mainly, but not as much. So seeing just hit a rough economic time, and their horrendous economy has just collapsed and all that. What we see happening is another breakaway state of green. That's too much like that one. This colour, or is that already used? I don't know. Here's this one. Yeah. What I see is people from these few countries, four, just all gather around. So the explorers already there, the third situation. They start helping people get across, and they just set up sort of a new state up in Italy. Well, the two Sicilies, that's what's came back. Yeah. So, well, we have quite a big sort of standing on what the Mediterranean looks like. We've got this area around here. There's no what there. Anatolia looks like, more or less. They've not quite discovered this part of the Black Sea or the Caspian. Might want to make them go this sort of way next time, but no, not now. But then we also go back down to here where we have two rather large countries, I will say actually, now I'm thinking about it. The blue team's huge, the brown team, they're a decent size. Yeah. Well, for now, they're a decent size. You never know with time. We also have this, Central America, and the Aztecs, Yucatans, Cubans, and Nicaraguans, whatever country that is. And down here in, I want to say Kenya, of course, would be the one below where I'm not quite sure on the African countries. Anyways, that'll do us for the video. So, like, subscribe, do whatever, I don't really care. Thank you for watching. If you've got this far, if not, who am I even talking to at that point? And see you in the next one.